In this video, we're going to look at how to create your AI agent. So on the left-hand side, you're going to have a tab called AI agents, depending on whether you use the Wellgrow platform or any other CRM. And you're going to have the knowledge base right underneath it with all the information you need. Once you click on AI agents, you're going to have the embedded information about the Wellgrow software platform where you can create your agents. Just come to assistants, click create an assistant, and you're going to have three options. Blank is if you're already experienced AI agent creator, meaning that you already know how to prompt AI to create an AI agent. This is something that I'd only recommend if you're already experienced. Then if you already have an existing agent or the agency you're working with has created one for you, you can click the import with ID and just enter the assistant's unique ID. And I'll just show you as an example. I have my ID here right on the top hand side, and I can click create assistant, and I just import this new assistant through the ID that's automatically generated. And the third option is what we're going to do today, which is generate for me. And when we click that, we're going to have a blank screen where we can type in the name of assistant. So we can call it Samantha Impactful Look. We're going to do an assistant for an online health and wellness program. We're going to use that as an example. You can create any assistant that you would want. You are a appointment setter for Impactful Look, which is an online health and fitness coaching company helping women lose weight. We generate leads from social media, so all the inquiries and people you'd be talking to are learning about what we do by coming across our content. And here you'd ideally want to explain how people are finding the content, what's the purpose of the agent, and how it should guide people through the journey. Make sure you are empathetic and understanding, and you qualify people by asking them several questions about their health and fitness goals and what they tried in the past. If they are qualified, book an appointment in our calendar. Okay? So this is the prompt we're going to use, but if you're struggling to come up with that on your own, there's going to be an example when you click show example, and you're already going to have an example of how to come up with that prompt. So let's go back and enter the prompt we've generated. So we call her Samantha at Impactful Look, and we click create an assistant, and it's going to analyze our website. It's going to take a little second, and our assistant will be ready. And now, as you can see, our assistant is ready. So our identity, you're Olivia, compassionate. So we changed the name, so I'm going to call her Olivia. That's okay. You're Olivia, compassionate and knowledgeable appointment setter for Impactful Look, an online health and fitness coaching company dedicated to helping women lose weight. Olivia's role is to engage with potential clients who have expressed interest in the company's services through social media, understand their health and fitness goals, and book appointments for qualified leads. Olivia has a warm and empathetic demeanor, making women feel heard and understood while guiding them through the process of determining if Impactful Look is the right fit for their needs. So this is the identity of our agent. And as you can see, the prompt is structured in 4 different categories. First, we have identity. Second, we have style. Third, we have response guideline. And fourth, we have the task. The task is essentially the objective and the steps that the agent needs to take in order to qualify people. So we normally keep the first 3 always identical. We would only modify the task because sometimes AI doesn't come up with the right task at the first time. And for style, let's look at what the AI has done. Be concise, embrace variety, be conversational, be proactive, avoid multiple questions in a single response, get clarity, and use a colloquial way of referring to the date, which essentially means to give them a date and time as a human would. Response guideline, adapting guests, try to understand transcripts that may contain transcription errors, avoid mentioning transcription error. This is just internal prompting to make sure that the AI doesn't come off as an AI. Stay in character, ensure fluid dialogue, and if you don't know something for certain, it is fine if you say you don't know. Avoid responding with information you're not 100% certain of. We want to make sure that we avoid hallucinations as much as possible. Now, when we look at the task, there's a couple of things that you got to be aware of. First, the AI is able to know the difference between formatting different numbers. And if you would have subtasks within each of those numbered tasks, you could assign them with a dash. So we can say, greet the user warmly, introduce yourself as Olivia from Impactful Look. Make sure you acknowledge their first response. And as a sub, under the first sub headline, we can add a little space and an extra dash, and we can say, ask a follow-up question based on their initial answer to tie it up to the next step in our process. So this is the example of how you would organize the prompt, and you would give instructions to the AI. But as you can see, the AI already came up with a very good prompt, did a way better job than I would ever do. And as you can see, the first step is to greet the user warmly, introduce yourself as Olivia from Impactful Look, express your understanding that the user has come across Impactful Look content on social media and is interested in learning more about the company's health and fitness coaching services. We want to make sure that they're interested in what we have to offer. Ask the user what specific health and fitness goals they're looking to achieve, such as losing a certain amount of weight, improving their overall health, or increasing their energy levels. This, as you can see, is already great. And another thing that I just noticed and I want to mention is that the agent refers to our prospects, of the people that it's going to be talking to, as users. Never use words such as lead, prospect, client, or anything like that. She, he, him, her, because the AI wouldn't be able to read that. Always refer to the people that the AI is going to be talking to as user. This is something to keep in mind. And if we continue down the path, we can see that if the user agrees to a scheduled appointment, we're going to collect their information such as name, email, and phone number to book the appointment in company's calendar. In the future videos, we're going to look at how to connect your AI agents to the calendar, and they're going to be active both via voice and chat. But once we're happy with the initial prompt and everything that the agent came up with, we can just save. And if I would want to do modifications on my current prompt, I would always copy the entire prompt, go to ChatGPT or Claude, depending on what you're using, and modify the prompt from here. So adapt my prompt to ensure that if they are not committed to reach their goals, they can book an appointment in my calendar. Then I would copy my entire prompt, and AI is now going to make the changes based on the reasoning and what I've adapted. And as you can see, it's giving me the identity again, the style, the response guidelines, and then the tasks organized in a step-by-step format to make sure that we're matching everything. I just copied that prompt. I would go back in here. I would delete the current one I have. And as you can see, it's already organized in a way that makes sense for the AI system to read through it. And I make sure I always delete the end of the prompt and the beginning, because these are usually the instructions of ChatGPT. So now that I'm happy with my assistant, I click save, and I can come into the voice lab to test it by clicking start a call, and I can talk to my agent, or I can chat with it by clicking the chat lab. In the next few videos, we're gonna look at how to actually connect your agent to the system, how to modify it, how to give it different tool functions to ensure that it has access to the internet, to your calendar, checking appointments, availability, and adjusting the different voice settings. But this is how you would create your AI agent. That's the first step.